Hey friends, welcome back to Law Creations. Doing a little test here, trying to go live, so I know nobody's watching, but I just wanted to test and see how things worked and just want to see if I can see comments and just for future streams and future use. Yeah, so welcome to the channel, all zero of you. That's fine, that's okay. I didn't, I was supposed to go stream last night around 7, but had to pick my wife up from the airport, and she came back from Portugal, so I had to go and do that. And let's see, looks like we got one person watching, which is great. I'll take one if they're interested in watching, but this is no particular no particular agenda or anything. I'm just trying to see how this whole live thing works, and it looks pretty straightforward. I know you can really get into detail and you can find different platforms to screen. And hey, Mr. Boyne, hello, sir. Yeah, you've been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you watching, and that's the whole reason why I want to go live is so I can talk to you guys and especially you. I know Bill, you've been there for a long time. You're always commenting, and you're very kind and I really appreciate that. And yeah, you get any questions, and maybe down the road I can even, I know you guys don't have a huge platform, but maybe down the road I can have you come on with me, and I can meet you and face to face, and you can share, your hobby. You can share what you love to do, if that's something that people would be willing to want to do. So that's just an idea for down the road. And yeah, so I've been working on a lot of things. Working on a Star Wars kind of diorama. The Cool Guy Melons. Hello there, sir. Thank you for watching and coming aboard. So we got 3 people watching. And yeah, that's the whole. I want to start going live so I can, I can do questions and answers, and I can get to know you and talk to you, you folks. And I'll even do it with just 3 people watching. I don't care. To me, 100 people, 3 people, it makes no difference to me. It's all about community and sharing, sharing passion and a love for what we do. So let me turn this around. I'll give you. Hopefully, I'll give you an idea of what I'm working on. So hopefully you can see that it's going to be. I know it's it's a Star Wars door. Can you guys see that? I'm trying to look to see if you can see it, but it gives you an idea of what I'm currently working on. Hopefully you can see it. And but I'll do a video on it, and I'm here for I really like your last. Oh, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, a lot younger than that. Yeah, 53. So yeah, I appreciate you saying I look a lot younger. All my grays. That's okay. It's all good. Yeah, thank you. That last Mortal Kombat diorama was a lot of fun to make, and it was challenging. I tried some different techniques, and I just try for realism and things like that. But I may even do some. Right now, I'm working on Star Wars. I want to do some more, just some more really intricate dioramas. I mostly, I probably practice more than I do finished dioramas, and a lot of time I start something that I don't complete only because I'm just working on different things, and yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry about last night not going live, but I really just this is cool. I'm glad I can see the comments. Uh, I wish there was a way I could just show you my what's on my desk and rather than looking at my ugly mug. But yeah, but yeah, this is just a test, and I really appreciate you guys tuning in. And I think we're gonna start doing some live videos. So, and I'll share a community tab for when I go live. And yeah, I was just watching one of your older vids last night. The warehouse. Oh yeah, yep, the warehouse. That was the 1/18 scale, I believe, with the overhead door. That was a lot of fun. I got to get back to making some 1/18 scale dioramas. I've been making way too many 1/12 scale, but that's okay. 1/18 scale is really where my heart's at, but 1/12 has just been coming up with so much. But I appreciate you, Bill. I appreciate you watching my videos. Like I say, you've been there from day one, and maybe one day I'll show my my gratitude for you sticking with me, and I do appreciate it. I appreciate you liking my work and stuff. But absolutely, that's what this community is about. So that's what I want to do. I want to start going live, and I'll post it down the road, and yeah, it looks pretty straightforward. I know there's tons of platforms you can use, and I'll look into that. But right now I'm just streaming off my. You used to do a lot of it. Yes, I did. Yep. I just find the 1/18 scale for lately they're just so expensive, and I'm on a really tight budget, and I don't have a lot of 1/18 scale figures. Lately, I've been finding you get more bang for your buck with the 1/12 scale. Uh, yeah, $35-40 on. You are. Oh yeah, awesome. That's what this channel is about: is inspiring and encouraging you guys to give, you know, collecting, diorama making, customizing a shot, and really love this hobby. So yeah, 1/18 scale is really they become so expensive, and I just don't have a lot of figures to build off of. But what I have, I should start getting back to building some more 1/18 scale. With my new job, and my oldest daughter is going to be moving to Florida. My youngest daughter is going to go to college in September. I just don't have a real lot of time, so yeah, just time for hobby time is just yeah, I gotta prioritize. All right, don't get me wrong, I gotta get down here every day, and I just have to. I got to do my thing, even if it's just to clean up the studio a little, even if it's just, you know, a little bit of paint, a little bit of construction, and things like that. But yeah, so I need to do that. Again, I'm really, yes, Price of Pie Studios. Thank you for coming along and watching. They are expensive. I mean, they're fantastic figures. Don't get me wrong. I love Joy Toy. I love Acid Rain. I love all those. They're fantastic figures, but they're above my budget right now. You know, I was even loving Mythic Legions, but even those are really expensive. They're 1/12, but you kind of get more for your cool guy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, a lot of practice, a lot of I love weathering. That's probably my favorite part of diorama making. I love the painting process. If you watch me, I always talk about the ugly stage of diorama making, and there's definitely an ugly stage. But once you get that painting process going, you really start to see your diorama take shape, and it's pretty fantastic to see that. It's a good evolution. And then you start getting encouraged, and there was many I wanted to throw away during the ugly stage, but I just, you know, keep it up, and you'll be surprised how excuse me, how good it looks in the end. But yeah, but I do appreciate you guys, and I do want to start doing some more live. Back to 1/18 scale, it's definitely my heart. When I was younger, I watched a lot of Star Wars. Saw it in the theaters, and then let's see, I totally understand that I get busy with work. Yeah, life is busy, errands. I tried getting into Mythic Legions, and yeah, you got to pre-order them. Don't get me wrong, Mythic Legions are a fantastic figure line, but And you do get your money's worth, but they are expensive. I even think Big Bad Toy Store is completely sold out of any Mythic Legions. So yeah, and if you get them aftermarket, they're even more expensive. They're crazy expensive. I went to Target the other day, and the NECA Frankenstein came out, and I was watching that. I was seeing that on eBay going for like $59, $65, and I couldn't pull the trigger. But then I went to Target, and I found it for $29.99. So I was pretty happy about that. And I have to really pick and choose what I purchase for figures. It has to be something I really love, I really like. I'm not a completist when it comes to action figure lines. I don't just buy a figure to buy a figure. I have to really love it and have a little attachment to it. So I try to yeah. I seen the one. It looks cool. I seen that one. It looks cool. Yeah, they are pretty awesome. But I know the majority, a lot of my followers are 1/18 scale. Uh, yes. Yep. But I know Bill. I think you agree. You're a 1/18 scale guy, right? That's where your heart is. So yeah. But I love 1/18 scale. They're just so darn expensive. But yeah, that's the bottom line. Is I can't afford to buy every Joy Toy and Acid Rain figure that comes out, even though I would love to. And that really, a lot of times I build my dioramas around action figures. I didn't know they were coming out with a new NECA figure for Jason. They have quite a few already, don't they? I have one that's really awesome. I can only imagine. I love NECA. I think their sculpt work is awesome. Lacks articulation. I know they had some QC problems before, but their last line of figures that they come out with over a while ago, I mean, to me, they're awesome figures. And you get great figures for the money. So, absolutely. And, yeah. And I eventually, like I was saying, I usually take a figure and I build a diorama based on that figure. So, I try and do that. But, yeah, so this is just a test. This is just to check things out. I would love for you guys to leave me some comments and even suggestions in regards to what we can do for live. If you have any, we can do a Q&A. I don't know it all, by any means, but what I do kind of know, I'm more than happy to share. Yes, they have a ton of, yeah, they do. Yeah, NECA really, I mean, they take a license and they make tons of figure. I mean, the Predators and Aliens, and they do a fantastic job. NECA is one of my favorite lines. I like a lot of lines. I think my least favorite, honestly, is probably Marvel Legends. I don't mind Marvel Legends. I have some. But if I had I don't really have a favorite, but I pick and choose. I don't own any Mezco figures, anything like that. Those are way out of my price range. So, yeah. So I really appreciate you guys just trying out this test video with me. Any suggestions, please drop a comment and we can go from there. Maybe we can do some live builds. Like I say, maybe down the road I can get you guys in on the stream and I can meet you face to face and you can share your work and what you enjoy doing. So I have been collecting the Predators. Yeah, hit or miss. Yeah, you're right. I purchased one and the arm broke, so that turned me off too. And it broke rather easily. It broke at the joint where the elbow connects to the bicep, and that was disappointing. It was an easy fix, but it was something I didn't really. So I haven't really purchased one since. Yeah, but I don't have a large collection. I have a fairly small collection because collecting is expensive, and I think I get $50 every 2 weeks to either buy some figures or yes, they are. I found that to be true with that Predator I brought. It was very brittle. I would hope I would hope it's better quality now, I would think, with NECA, because I know some of the NECA that I had purchased, I picked up a Michael Myers and Jason figure, and those were pretty well made. I haven't taken the Frankenstein out of the package yet, but that looks like it's, the reviews I saw and everything, that looks like it's really really a great figure. And my understanding is you don't have to heat it up or boil the water and to get the joints to move, so that's a good thing. But also, I know that you work with the yeah, I haven't, you know what though, Bill, I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't, my go-to lately has been the 1/2 inch from Home Depot. So that's been my go-to lately, because it's just a better, I don't have to peel the paper, and they have been getting better, but yeah, slowly. Yep, as long as they get better, that's you know, as long as they just learn and constantly put out, you know, a better product, and that makes us want to keep buying. I just found that 1/2 inch from Hobby Lobby, and I think you had the same problem, was peeling the paper. The paper really only comes off well on one side, so if you want it off on both sides, it's a challenge and a struggle, and it's just a different style foam. I have made, and I have quite a few pieces of it. Oh, they stopped carrying. I wonder why. Yeah, my local Hobby Lobby still has it, and they carry it for like $6.99 a sheet. I haven't purchased it. I still have some, but I'll use it. You know, I'll use what I have, and like I say, I'm more than happy to use what I have. Absolutely, and make the best of it. I hate it. Yeah, I remember you were saying that paper peeling was a pain. Yep, I agree. I wish it came off easily on both sides, but yeah, Home Depot has been my go-to. When I first started making dioramas, that 1/2 inch from Hobby Lobby was my go-to, and I made some good pieces with it. I enjoyed it, but lately it's been the Hobby Lobby stuff. I'm not Hobby Lobby, Home Depot. Yeah, I just picked up some Home Depot 2-inch foam to work. I want to make some more sci-fi crates and things like that, and yeah, I'm always doing something. I'm always putting my hands in different things and trying to, you know, just trying to create. I just bought some of this stuff here, some Smooth On freeform, and I want to try making a base with this stuff and some, you know, some rocks and textures. So Joann Fabric, they had some other brand, and it was even more. I believe it. Yeah, when I see paper, I just say, yeah, forget it. I'll stick with Home Depot or Lowe's or something like that. So this is a Freeform Air Sculpting Epoxy Dough. I appreciate about the sci-fi work. Thank you, Bill. The sci-fi is a challenge because you kind of have, you need precise cutting, and you need things to look really really good. Sci-fi, I mean, you can weather it, but you can't get away with as much on a science fiction build that you can on a terrain type of weathering kind of build. So you really need to take your time on those science fiction builds and things like that. I haven't done many science fiction. I think I've done one. One large one was a commission, which was challenging, and I learned a lot from. But yeah, I like making pieces that I can weather. Sci work is great. Thank you, Price of Pie Studios. I appreciate that. But I should do more sci-fi work. That one took me a long time. I always tell you guys how slow I am when I'm working. For whatever reason, you know, I got rid of Facebook. I'm not on Instagram anymore. My only platform is YouTube. And I thought that would help my workflow a little bit because I'm not distracted. That's just not the case. I'm just slow. I do my work in intervals, so I try not to be down here for too long, and then I go up with the wife and the family, and I just try to find that happy balance. But don't get me wrong, when I start working down here, Chris 8, yes sir, thank you. A, B, C, D, E, F. Yep, you've been with me from day one as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys being there and just sticking with me. And it takes a lot of patience to deal with. I don't really, you know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea or whatever. I ramble, but that's okay. I enjoy doing what I do, and I enjoy connecting. That's why I'm doing a live with you guys, because so I can talk to you and just not through text. And I'm available, and like I say, I wanna start going live, and I want to start doing different things. And even if I only get 10 people, 5 people, I don't. Even if it's just you and I, Bill, Chris, I don't. That's fine with me, because we touch base and we can interact and get to know each other. And yeah, so yes, hope everybody's having a good Saturday night. I hope you guys are finding some hobby time. I can tell you, when you go live, time flies. It's already been 20 minutes. I thought I would have a tough time with this, but so far so good. My personality is an introvert. I don't like speaking in front of people, but of course, to make something sci-fi, yeah, give it a shot. Absolutely, absolutely, yep. And you guys are always, Chris, Bill, you guys are always encouraging me in my work, and I appreciate that. I really do. Especially with all the diorama makers that are out there that are fantastic. And I just want to find my little place, in the diorama world. And like I say, I do this hobby for my mental health. I do it for my own therapeutic value that it provides me. And if I did it for anything else, I wouldn't be being true to myself. So any new yeah, definitely. I'm working on Star Wars kind of industrial structure, single IKEA Detolf piece. I tried showing it earlier, but I don't think I did a very good job. Let me see if I can fix my camera to where it's not on the piece, and maybe I can just show you the piece with the front view. So bear with me, guys. This is a terrible look. All right, hold on. So this is the back wall that I'm working on, and I cut this out with my Cricut just to have the. And then I'm trying to do some like diamond plate things, and I think I've showed this before. I found at the Dollar Tree garage sale signs, and on the back is textured, so it's like a diamond plate texture. I mean, it's probably not to scale, but it still provides a different texture. So I'm doing all these here in that particular texture. I just cut out on my Cricut this particular texture so I can put it into the door. This was just done with some texture paste, and I just took a sponge and I kind of wet the sponge, and then I dabbed it into the paste, and that's what gave me that particular texture. So that's that, and I'll do some lighting up here, and yeah, and this will be fun for that at my dollar. Yeah, hopefully you can find it, because for $1 it gives you a great texture. If you can see that. Yeah, I'm always, my wife laughs at me for some of the things I save, some of the things I put in the carriage at the Dollar Tree. She's like, what are you going to do with that? I says, I got it covered. I always find a way to use what I find at the dollar store. And I get a lot of stuff that's some really creative use. Yeah, I'm constantly on the look for different things yeah, gives a great texture, and you get a nice large piece. I did my RoboCop. Let me show you the RoboCop diorama. I think you've seen it. I have a video on it, but I'll give you a nice up close look of it. So that I use that texture here. So yeah, Bill, you gotta love the Dollar Tree. And Chris, yes, my wife laughs at me a lot all the time about what I put in, but this is what I mean about the weathering, how I love weathering. So I took this piece, I just created it, threw some odds and ends in. But this is the first time I wanted to give that dollar store sign stuff, the diamond plate, a try. And that's what I came up with. And I just used some foam balls and just cut them in half, and that's what gave me the rivets. And yeah, so I have this for my particular yeah, thank you, Price of Pie Studios. My favorite pot is weathering. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed, but thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Sometimes I get a little heavy-handed, but that's what I love to do. I love rusting. I love that natural decay kind of look, and especially for action figures. But I tend to be a little heavy-handed. I did like a sewer door, and I was real heavy-handed with that. But that was a lot of fun to do. Oh, what else can I show you guys? And anybody want to see anything? I don't have really things crazy available, but I made my sci-fi crate, and these are the casts that I came up with. This one is casted in plaster of Paris, and it's nice and sturdy and secure. This one was casted in resin. So I made a mold of that, and I have a bunch of molds for different things. That's always fun. I don't just stick with one thing. I try. If something catches my eye and I want to try different things, that's what I go ahead and do. And I just try different techniques. Those are really good. Thank you. They did come out pretty good. I found this stuff at Hobby Lobby. It was $26. Hold on, guys. Sorry for the. And it's Amazing Mold Maker. It's a pot A and a pot B, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio by volume, and it gives you a really awesome. It's very it's not very viscous. It's very pliable, and this is the kind of molds that you can create with that stuff. It's Amazing Mold Maker by Alumilite, and it's you get a really good silicone mold that you can use over and over if you take care of it. And this, if you can see the inside detail, that's from the sci-fi crate. So I have the original around here somewhere, but I don't know what I did with it. So and like before, I showed you this piece. It's just a rock made from Dollar Tree foam. I think I had it around here somewhere. And this is it perfect? No, but it was practice. I don't really have any particular use for this, but I sat down, I did a little sculpting. I just tried different texture paste, and it gives you a really good texture, especially when I used floral foam, and I filled up the bottom with some screws and hot glue. So yeah, but that's any other questions? Let's see. Kaz, that turned out really realistic. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try for realism. I don't always achieve it, but I try it. And I've probably thrown away more things than I've kept, just because of trial and error, you know. Terrain pieces. I love any kind of making. Oh, let me show you the floor of my newest diorama. So that I'm working on. So I did a lot of cracking effect with the flooring. That's just hydrocal plaster. And yeah, Bill, I remember you were showing some terrain pieces when I was on Law Creations and Friends, and hopefully that's still going pretty strong and people are sharing on there. But this is hydrocal plaster, and I use some, I don't know if you can see it, but right there is some mesh. I don't even know the name of the fabric, but I laid that out. Chris, any new? Yeah, I was just saying how I got the new Necker Frankenstein. That one that one I was looking forward again. I was eyeballing it on eBay, but it was a little expensive. So I saw it at Target for $29.99, so I grabbed it. Yeah. But customs I haven't done. Yeah, it does give you a little sense of cobblestone, but I use some, I think it's called Tully fabric, and I just laid it out, and then I put the plaster on top of it. I let it all cure, and then you take the fabric and you just kind of crumble it, and that's what gives you all the cracking effect of the surface. Yeah, I like the old school as well. Oh, good. I'm glad that page is still doing really well. And you never know. I might eventually get back there, and I just needed to take a break and get back to doing what I do for the reasons why I do it. And I'm glad we all made that page, and it's you guys that make it successful and share, and absolutely that's the whole reason behind it. And yeah, I haven't done Chris. I haven't done any customs for a while. Custom figures can get expensive to make, and I don't really have too much fodder anymore. Yeah, I just haven't. Lately, it's just been terrain and dioramas, and I do kind of miss. I do kind of miss making custom action figures. I loved that. It was awesome. But lately it's been the terrain. So yeah, hydrocal plaster, some Tully, I think it's called Tully fabric. And I just, I put a nice thin layer on it, and then when everything cured, obviously it's not painted up. I'm going to put some diamond plate here, and I'll show you guys, I thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. I think my couple of my most favorite custom figures I've done is for sure the Judge Dredd. I really liked a couple of Deathstrokes I made, and what was the other one that the Cable. I made the Cable from off of the movie Deadpool 2. So that was a lot of fun to make, and and all the boss fight stuff of the Robin Hood, the Hitman Agent 47. I really enjoyed making those. Those were a lot of fun. I don't even know where to look. My eyes, I'm like all over the place. This is weird. But I'm trying to look direct, but I'm noticing I'm looking to the right or the left. But yeah, so I do a little bit of figure modifications if I am able to, like a decent repaint. Yeah, I like a good repaint can really make a figure look really great. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you for watching and commenting. I appreciate it. Yeah, I enjoyed. Unfortunately, I sold my last agent, my Hitman. I love that figure, but if I could go back in time and take back some of the stuff I sold, and I sold it just because I needed the money at the time, and then you sell it and then you end up regretting it. And that's been the story of my creativity. Yeah, thank you. Yep. The Heavy Gunner, that's right. Yep. I remember that one. That one was a lot of fun. Yeah, I love the Judge Dredd. That was challenging to make because I sculpted the helmet, and then I just saw the Marauder parts and I thought it would go pretty good together. And the pain in the butt about customizing figures is the paint rub. That is, you get something that looks really nice, and then you move it one certain way, and when you have paint rub on a figure, a figure can be 99% awesome, and then you get that paint rub, and it's like, ugh, it like just stands out. It annoyed me so much that yeah, you got to really take your time and prep. Do some dremeling, some sanding, and preparation. That's the really only way to avoid paint rub. Disassemble, sand, things like that. And even then, you're lucky if you don't get it. Are you excited for the higher Judge Dredd figures? Oh, I didn't even know about that. Thank you. I will look at that, Benjamin. Yes, I would be very excited about that. Any any line that comes up with a Judge Dredd figure, I'm in on. I love the movie. I like the one with Stallone, but I really enjoyed the. I think it was a 2008, 2009 Judge Dredd. That was a little more gritty, a little. That was awesome. I enjoyed that, and I like that character. The character is pretty cool. So, and in an action figure form, it you could really, a good company could really do a great Judge Dredd. And I did okay, but I couldn't capture a lot of the details, like the badge and things like that. But yeah, but I love customizing. I just don't have the time. McFarlane Bane, hire Judge Dredd. Yes, hire. Yep, hire. I have the higher RoboCop. I have a higher uh, Aliens, and yeah, those are awesome figures. McFarlane Bane repaint. Yeah, yeah. You can really do a lot for a figure with a good repaint. And you're going to use some really good quality paints. I've talked to you guys about the paints I use for my dioramas. It's just cheap acrylic paint that you buy, Walmart. But for my figures, I always used good quality paints. For my figures, I use Vallejo, and really my go-to paints for using figures and different things is Privateer Press P3. These are great, great. There are some toy companies I have. Yeah, that's a great thing, though. I mean, let them get in on creating, and yeah, RoboCop was awesome working on. Oh wow, cool, Benjamin. I would love to see the cruiser you're working on for sure. That's too many new. Yeah, too many new. Yep, it can be too expensive. You got to really pick and choose the line you love and stick with that. It may be if another line makes a figure you really love, get that figure. But I have McFarlane, I have Mythic Legions, I have Acid Rain, I have Joy Toy, I have Marvel Legends, I have. If I like it and a particular line put it out, I'll pick it up. I have a lot of McFarlane Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna buy what I like, and especially, yeah, if any. One guy said he did a Bane repaint with acrylics. Yeah, you can do a lot of nice repaints with acrylic paint, but I would recommend quality acrylics like P3, Vallejo, Citadel, Reaper, Master Series. That I probably have. I probably have a good 30 tubes of those, but I recommend. Obviously, you can do it with regular craft paint, but I like using good quality paint that they use for miniatures. Personally, I've had the most success with that. I'm gonna have to look at that Higher Toys Judge Dredd for sure. Yeah, I haven't picked up a Marvel Legends in a while. Although that's a lie, because I picked up the karate guy there, the one they're coming out with the movie. It was on sale at Walmart, and it was on sale for like $14. It looked pretty good in package, so I grabbed it for 14 bucks. I like any kind of martial artist, anything like that, so I grabbed it. So that was my last pickup for Marvel. I'm not a huge Marvel Legends guy. Don't get me wrong, they made some nice figures, but I just buy the ones I like, and that's it. As most of you do as well, I'm sure. But I'm sure there's some completists out there and there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't have the income to be the 118 Police Cruiser Kids story. Actually, so you're making your own. I would love to see it. Maybe one day, like I say, I can have you guys on, and we can chop it up, and you guys can show what you work on and share your hobby, and I would love that. We can meet face to face. I can put a face to your name. That would be cool. But that's what my channel is all about. I know my channel will never be huge, and I'm okay with that, but that's not why I do YouTube. I don't make a penny off any of my videos. I hopefully don't. I didn't personally put advertisements on them, because I personally hate advertisements. That's just You know, I want you to be able to watch one of my videos and enjoy it, not have a commercial shoved down your throat every couple minutes. But some people make yeah, I definitely pick and choose as well. You have to. If you bought everything that you saw out there, you'd be broke. You know, I'm already broke and I don't even buy a lot of figures, but I'm okay with that. You know, I get, you know, I work hard and I get an allowance, and what I want I get. I think I'm eventually going to get a 3D printer. Yeah, it was nothing like a good Marvel universe. I remember going to Toys R Us and they just be loaded with Marvel universe, the 2 packs, and those were always those were awesome figures. I remember picking up the Wolverine and Sabretooth. Yeah, YouTube too commercial. And to be honest with you, yeah, not in a good way. Agreed. Agreed. To be honest with you, I pay for the premium. I pay for the premium YouTube, so I don't get any. I mean, you pay for it. I think I pay $11.99 a month, but I'm okay with that. I like YouTube. I like watching reviews of figures that I want to buy because it keeps me from buying. It kind of makes the decision for me, you know, to see it in hand, and I don't want to buy a figure and be unhappy with it, and then you could always make a custom out of it. But yeah, I use it for reviews. I use it for tutorials and all different things. And yeah, a lot of times, honestly, I use it for audiobooks. So I'll put on an audiobook while I'm working, and there's nothing worse than listening to an audiobook that has like 9,000 commercials. So I pay for the premium. To me, it's worth it because I do use YouTube quite a bit. But any other questions? Anything you guys want to talk about? Wolverine, yeah, that was a great Marvel Universe pack. I remember picking up that at Toys R Us. I miss Toys R Us. Toys R Us. When my kids were little, they were my price checker. So we would go to Toys R Us, and I would look around, toy hunt. And my kids were little. I says, "Can you go scan this for Dad?" She'd go down the aisle and she would scan it, come back, tell me the price, and that was always fun. That's great memories, you know, when my kids were little, and they would always come with me. And yeah, I didn't look as silly walking down the toy aisle and even now I'm really over that. When I go to stores, the first thing I hit is the toy aisle. The pets are good. I have 2 dogs and 2 cats. So Batman audio. Yeah, I like all those audio books. And yep, Family Trip. Yeah, great memories. Yep, fantastic memories. Yeah, my wife just went to Portugal with her mother, so I just had another dog in the house. So I had 3 dogs and 2 cats. And yeah, the dog, my mother-in-law dog, he was annoying, but loud bark and just hyper, needed center attention all the time. And yeah, I was glad when those 2 weeks were up and I can send them back. But I love pets. I love dogs. Dogs are like a man's best friend for sure. Series. I listened to most of Misconception series. Especially listening to 2 Halo audio. Yep. Yeah, I have to tell you, YouTube is a great place for audiobooks. You can find so many genres, and yeah, it is a great place for audiobooks. Yes, she is. She's not taking lessons anymore, Chris, but she still plays. It's going to be limited. She's going to be going to a 4-year college for nursing, so she's going to be busy. So my wife and I are going to have an empty nest shortly. My oldest is moving to Florida, and my little one's going to Riviera University in New Hampshire. So that's always, I didn't see that last. Can I see that? Yeah, it'll come back up. But yeah, so I'm going to have empty nest, hopefully more time to create, you know, because my wife, she likes to knit and do different things. So, I mean, we have our TV shows and our time that we spend together. But so you've been without Toys R Us for a while, Bill. Yeah. Sad day when my Toys R Us closed. Yeah, I would love to fill that space with dioramas. Benjamin, I don't have a lot of room for my dioramas. I wish, you know. Oh, thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Yep. Both my little girl. I remember when they were little, and now they just want to get away, which is a great thing. That's what it's all about, right? You know, raise them good and let them go on and be successful and productive. That's the most you can ask for. But yeah, but I appreciate that. Yeah, I need more room. So my original room that I built for my studio is a good sized room, and that was my daughter's room. I had given it to her. So now that she'll be moving, the only thing I really need to keep set up in there is her bed. So I can get 3/4 of the room, and I can have more room for display. Figure arts. I don't follow that particular line very much. Wubs, is that? It just went off screen, so I didn't see it. To me, it's just so expensive. They look like great, awesome figures, but it's just out of my price range. You know, yeah, it's just right now it's out of my price range, and yeah, so I try not to go down that rabbit hole, really, because there's so many other rabbit holes that yeah, I can do more tutorials for sure. You guys just throw it out there and I'll do it. I'll be more than happy to do it. I know I talk about for my subscriber count and yeah, and also to me, it might be worth it to a lot of people to buy SH Figure Arts, and if you have that income and that's what you love, go for it. Go for it. I never judge anybody for what they want to collect and what they spend, as long as you know your priorities in order, and go for it. Well, I always say, love what you love and don't be ashamed of it. Buy it and enjoy it. Absolutely. And but I can't afford that particular line, even though they do look awesome. They really do. And Mezco and things like that, I would love to get. I've been wanting to buy the Punisher Netflix. I think it's a Mezco figure, and I just can't justify $90. Yeah, Chris, those rabbit holes, man. Yep, and you know how they say money talks. Mine only says goodbye. It doesn't even say hello. My money just says goodbye, and then I look and I'm like, well, looks like I won't be buying this figure this week, but hopefully that'll change. I'm not by any means broke. I'm not sob story, no sob story here. I have a very good life, comfortable life. I just have to prioritize my money elsewhere at the moment. It's what happens when you have a mortgage, car payments, you got to pay for college, and just that's what happens. Especially when I went from such a good job to a job that pays way less, but I'm happier. You can keep production. You can keep those $40 an hour job that comes with a whole bunch of stress and aggravation. You can keep it. And I went to school for a year and a half. I'm, a substance abuse counselor. I rub shoulders with people that struggle every day, and I love it. I've been treated kinder by people in recovery than I have by people in the business world. People in the business world they'll stomp on you to get ahead. They'll stomp on you, and they'll do what they need to do to get ahead. And people in recovery, they're just grateful to be alive and to have a place to be, to where they can maybe achieve sobriety and things like that. So I'm way happier. So no sob story here. I'm content. My bills are paid, but I just have to. Mezco does look awesome. Yeah, Benjamin. One of my favorite that I want to get the Frankenstein, and I want to get the Netflix Punisher. That seems to be the most reasonable. Even $80-$90 for a figure, that's expensive. Yeah, Chris. See, I wasn't good at that. I hung in there as long as I could. And if you have a stress job and you can balance it and you have that skill, God bless you, because that does take a skill and it takes a lot of courage. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's providing for your family. And if you can handle it, I couldn't handle it any longer. I did it for 18 years. And I think my schedule had a lot to do with it because I was on a rotating schedule. I would work days, nights, and it was all 12-hour shifts. So one 12-hour shift, I walked out at midnight and I never went back. A monster suit, yeah, that'd be awesome. That would be fun. I would, and I'm going to make a diorama for that Frankenstein. I'm going to make a nice, lodge door, some stonework, castle type of diorama. So a lot of times I buy a figure because I have display intentions. But yeah, so no crying poor here. I just have to balance, prioritize, and then a lot of times if I really want something, I do end up getting it anyway. So I don't have any complaints at all. But yeah. And there's just certain things, there's nothing wrong with wanting something and then having to wait a while to get it. So I'm perfectly fine with that. What's your guys' favorite line to collect? What do you guys really look forward to? Anything coming out that you're looking forward to? Anything, you guys got a big collection of figures, small? Do you make dioramas for your figures? What floats your boat? What gets you guys motivated and going? Anybody at all? And I'm running out of things to talk about. And wow, already been on for an hour. This flies by. This goes by quick. I like this a lot better than just making a video. A lot better, actually. Maybe we can do some live builds. We can, yeah. Oh, is this? Hold on. Let me see if this flips the camera. Oh, yes, okay. I just saw that. So, yeah, we'll be able to do live builds. And I'll take, suggestions and whatever you guys want tutorials on. Like I say, I'm not an expert, but I'll share with you guys Dragon Ball Z, Omega, G.I. Joe Classified. I'm yet to get a G.I. Joe Classified figure. They look awesome. But NECA Hasbro High School Creations, yes, decent collection. Thank you for watching, High School. Followed you a lot on Instagram. I love your work, and I watched all your videos with your guests and things like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to season 2 that you're going to have on that. It's always encouraging to see other dio makers. I love some of the Star Wars. I love Star Wars Black Series. Jazzware. Fortnite. I haven't bought any yet, but they look really good. In a leak, so I try to keep my collection. Yeah, my collection is small as well. And McFarlane. I like McFarlane as well. I mean, he gets a bad rap, and probably deservedly. But I'm not a toy photography guy, so I'm not a huge. Thank you, High School. I appreciate that. Same here. I just keep things low key. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I'm more of an introvert. I like to take a step back and just admire people's work, and for sure. Benjamin, you're lucky. You got a good old collection going on. Yep, I have a lot of interest too in different figures, but like I was saying, there's nothing. So how big is your toy room, Benjamin? You got a good size space to display? But there's nothing wrong with waiting on something you really love and something you want. You just take a seat back, and I won't pay. The Briscoe 1234. Hello, sir. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. And yeah, comment anything you guys want to talk about. Fair game. I'm actually really enjoying doing this live. I might just do live so you have a whole bedroom in your house. Awesome. Good for you. I need a floor. Yeah. I got a lot of junk too, Chris. You know, I showed you the tour of my room, and although small, so your house, oh man, so you got plenty of room. You know, I showed you my area where I got, I got dioramas just taken apart and put aside, but that's okay. I, I take I have one IKEA Detolf, and I have my four most favorite dioramas in there. I'll do a video on it and show you guys. But I have my Warhammer one I did. I have my Scorpion one I just finished. What's the other one? I have my Mythic Legions one. I just used old. Oh, hopefully they weren't expensive comic books. But that's a great idea. That's an awesome idea. And I want to buy more CGC comics, but they're so expensive. I have one, but I usually buy the ones that have a fantastic cover art, and you know that's what I do. I love good artwork, especially in regards to fantasy art, science fiction art, and things like that. I love good artwork. You can see behind me here, that's a Jeff Miracola. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. He does a lot of, I don't think it's Magic the Gathering, but what's the other one? He does a lot of really awesome fantasy artwork. And he's a genuine, down-to-earth kind of guy, so he's a lot of fun to watch. Same here, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is a great hobby. Whatever you're into, whatever line, it's a gaming and Storm collectibles. I'm also into gaming, Storm collectibles and vehicles. Yep, I love gaming as well. I have a PS4 Pro. I love a good video game. I don't have a lot of time to play, but I enjoy them. And yeah, absolutely. I have, let's see. No, they were beat up ones. Yeah, good. Very good. Yeah, that must be awesome. I would love to one day see it. Like I say, maybe I'll have you guys on and we can do a meet and greet, and you guys can you can run the show, get a little exposure for yourselves out there, and just share. You know, a lot of guys got the Instagram. You got This Week in Dioramas covered. You got High School Creations. He does what he does with the Instagram, with the different artists. So the Briscoe, I've been a huge fan of your work channel and your work for thank you. I appreciate that, Briscoe. You for 2.5 years following me, I do appreciate that. I wish I could really genuinely let you guys know how much I appreciate you watching my videos and commenting. To me, it's a huge support. Like I say, I do what I do because of it's therapeutic, and the community as well is therapeutic. But I still had to balance it. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. If you have any suggestions, I can do some, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to PS4 is awesome. There's not enough out for PS5, and not only that, you can't really find a PS5. But Andrew, thank you for watching my work. I appreciate it. I'm here to help. I'm here to encourage. It's the only reason why I show my work. Yeah, it shows. Love you. I appreciate it, Chris. Yeah, you guys are all fantastic. Especially the ones that have been with me right from the very get-go. You guys stick with me. You're always encouraging. You're always, asking. You're personable. So I appreciate that. And I'm already approaching an hour. This hour flew by. This was a pretty good first live. I really enjoyed this. I think I got 12 people watching, 13. It's more than I ever expected. I mean, I have almost, let's see, it shows high school. Yeah, thank you, high school. I know you got your 4, I know that's how you let people know that you love their work, when you give them the 4. Kent Pool. There's Mr. Kent Pool. Mr. Mazinger. Price of Pie, I have to go, but thank you, Price of Pie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Kent Poole. Yeah, I've done some custom work for Kent Poole. Kent Poole, I love his channel. He's a down to earth, cool guy. Yeah, I would love to have your collection, Kent Poole. I would. I really would. Yeah. I started watching your vids in around 2018. I like that. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think they were boss fight. The boss fight, was it 1/18 scale? Thank you, Ken Poole. I'm giving it a shot. You know, this is, I want to communicate and touch base with people and just chop it up and, you know, and just, yeah, just be transparent and just meet up and make friends. And, but, yeah, Ken Poole, you got a great collection. Keep it up. I love your videos, your toy hunts. You know, I don't always comment, but I watch all your videos, you know, for sure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ken Poole. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's why I love this community. You know, when they are really... Yeah, Wubbs, you would really like Boss Fight Studios. Some figures are really can be expensive, but you would really like them. Blank a while back. The job I did painting, it was completely... That's all right. Give it another go, Andrew. Give it another go. You know, yeah, you do something terrible, give it another shot. The thing is, just keep going and you'll get better. You know, that's the bottom line, is just perseverance. You know, trial and error, practice, they say. We'll never make it perfect, but practice, and don't ever be, you know, don't ever be embarrassed to mess up, or you know, put something away for a while, then come back to it. I do that all the time. I have in-process dioramas that I just get frustrated with, and then I'll just try to do a quick build and something easy, something simple, and then go back to it, and you'll be amazed how things flow and you get your creativity back. But practice, you know, and don't ever be... It's the worst feeling to put a lot of time and effort into something and only to have it fail. But it happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens. Thank you, high school. I appreciate you coming along. I appreciate it. Have a good weekend as well. Boss fight night blank. Yeah. The boss fight blanks are really... Hey, Mr. Boyne, you know Mr. Kent Poole. You guys are saying hello. That's good. Yeah, you guys interact, man. Talk away. Chop it up. I'm already on for an hour. Is there a time limit on these lives? I don't even know. But yeah, this is all new to me, so we're gonna learn as we go. I'll do tutorials. I'll check in once a week or something, and we can touch base. But this has been I really enjoyed this. This was pretty awesome. Anybody else? Any comments? But I'll let you know ahead of time, you know, when I do go live, and I'll make sure that I set the time right and make sure we go. Not on YouTube. Smile. No time limit. Lots of live streams go 5 to 6 hours. Holy smokes! I can see how fast it goes by though. This hour has felt like 15 minutes. You know, I don't think I've talked this much all week. Even though I have to talk a lot for my job. You know, I'm just not a big talker. I rather listen than talk. Maybe that's what makes me a decent counselor, is I like to listen, you know. I let people be heard. I mean, 5 to 6 hours, yeah, it's definitely a... Yeah, we can do once a month for sure. Yep. Maybe even once a week. We can do a session like this where we just talk and chop it up, and maybe once a week we can do some live builds. But I'm not a huge fan of live builds. I have a tough time adjusting camera, and I work so slow. I just think people are going to get bored and not tune in, and last thing I want is for people to be bored. You know, because your time is valuable. So, but I do appreciate everybody watching, commenting, and you know, all the encouraging words. I've been very open and honest about why I do this hobby. You know, I found it I found this hobby at a very low point in my life. Yep. And I vote yes too. We'll do that, Chris. Yep. This hobby really, and it just came in my life at such a good time, and it really, it really is a piece of the puzzle for, yeah, that's 10 likes. That's awesome. I would have, yeah, keep them coming. This hobby is a piece of the puzzle for me. Live builds would be cool. Yeah, side and chat. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Star Marvel. You guys should check out Star Marvel on Instagram. Does great work. Awesome work. Yep. Go check him out. I think actually he was one of high school creations. Go check out his channel. And I think Star Marvel was live on that, I believe, if I remember correctly. Is that correct, Star Marvel? Were you one of high school's guests? I'm doing well, thank you. This is my first live. I just wanted to give it Thomas Brock. Thank you for stopping by. How you doing? I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching, and yep. Yeah, I thought you were. Yep. I you're one of the reasons, high school, different people, why I kind of regret getting rid of Instagram, because I used to love being inspired by your work, and yeah. But I had to do it for a time, because for me it was inspiration overload. It was just got so bombarded with inspiration that my mind just was like, wow. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. First time I did lava, that was a lot of fun. And we'll do live builds for sure. That lava UV resin is a wonderful product. I have this particular brand I got on Amazon. Yep, that brand there, and it works. It has a nice high gloss, which was pretty good for the lava, and it cures really solid. I mixed it with a lot of paint, and it cures really well. It was the first time I used UV resin. So I'm always trying different products, and it was fairly cheap. I love Amazon. I get a lot of things off Amazon. Yeah, give it a shot. You'll find some really good uses for it, for sure. Yep. Anyone else? I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. But if you're on Instagram, go check out these creators, guys. You'll be blown away. And if you guys are on here and you want to share your Instagram handle, just type it in so guys can check out your work, or wherever people can see your work. And even at Law Creations and Friends over on Facebook, go check out that page. And a lot of people, yeah, check them out, Bill. You'll really enjoy their work and be inspired. Definitely. I do miss, honestly, I do miss Instagram. I miss Facebook. I was part of a lot of pages on Facebook, but I just had to silence. The Facebook group is, oh, good, Kent Pool. I'm glad people are still, your torches help me on my, oh, good. I saw that Book Nook. That was fantastic, Book Nook. Yep. I want to give a go on Book Nooks. And the torches are awesome. I use little chess pieces. I use pen caps. I use whatever I can find. I'll give it a shot at using torches. And then I added the skulls for a little on my last diorama. That was a lot of fun. So I just tried different things, but I enjoy adding lighting, especially torches in certain dioramas. You justify your piece pretty good, and they look great. But yeah, I do miss Instagram and Facebook. I miss that community, but I I enjoy YouTube and being on this particular platform. But unfortunately, I don't get to see a lot of people. Yeah, the chess pieces, Star Marvel. I had them here somewhere. I think I moved them, but I pick up a whole pack of them for $1.50, and I just use them. I was looking at one day at the package, and I was like, man, that would look pretty cool upside down, and sure enough, it really worked pretty well. Polystyrene, I don't, Thomas. No, not yet at least. I'll give it a go. I'll look into it. I'll give anything a go for a first go. But yeah, so yeah, stay tuned for my newest build. I've been in the process of. I'm hoping to finish it tonight. This is going a lot longer than I expected it to, but that's a wonderful thing. That's a great thing. I'm happy about that, and it really has encouraged me to want to do more. You know, for sure. And it's been a blast talking and chopping it up with everybody and people, checking in and just sharing your passion, your love for this hobby. But like I was saying, this particular hobby was a piece of the puzzle that really helped, save my mental health. Thomas, I don't have an IG. I used to, but I had gotten off of Instagram because I found I was using it. I was using it for the. Thank you. Yeah, I like YouTube. And I appreciate you liking my work. I really do. That's really an honor. Polystyrene sheets. I'll have to look into that. Say your crafting is. Thank you, Scott. Scott the Scott. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do. Does wonder for mental? It does, Star Marvel. I know for me that's the main priority why I do it. I hit a really rough patch in my life, and this hobby was a piece of the puzzle that helped me be more mentally well, I guess. There's other pieces of a puzzle, but this hobby is a huge piece. And this hobby I'm very grateful for, that I can sit and create. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm happy with 14, Chris. That's more than I anticipated for a first live. And yeah, I got to get my act together a little bit and just figure out how I want to approach my channel. I hope I get more, active participants in the channel. I have 3,600 subscribers, and on any given video, I'll maybe get 180 views. So I try to figure that one out, but that's okay. Yes. Yeah, I appreciate you, Benjamin, coming on and watching. I really do. I think my fan shut off, so it's getting warm in here. But it was a beautiful day in Massachusetts today. You inspire me to stay. Ken Poole, I can't believe you would find any trouble anywhere. At all. You look like a good, wholesome guy. Us good, wholesome guys might surprise folks, right? Yeah. But I do enjoy your videos, Ken Poole. And you're very generous. You're a very generous person in the community. I know you look out for a lot of folks, and you send a lot of folks. You've sent things my way, and you hit me up for some customs. Yeah, toy hunting. Yep, I still haven't gotten the courage to. I give you, Mr. Greg Cook, and all those folks that do the toy hunting and record it. I give you guys props because my personality, I'm just too much of an introvert to. Yeah, check it out, Star Marvel. Check out his collection. He's got a collection that's par none to a lot of people. And Ken is an awesome guy. Yes, he is. Yep. I have to turn my fan back on, so hold on, guys. I'm over here sweating. But I know Ken Poole has Ken Poole looks out for a lot of people in the community, and he loves sending people figures that they're looking for and things like that. Yeah, my Target is better than Walmart for toy hunting, for sure. Walmart, but Target, I'm always pretty happy with Target. You can usually find what you're looking for, and they have a great NECA selection. They really took over NECA selection after Toys R Us closed, at least here in Massachusetts. I'm sure it's probably like that everywhere. I believe in Canada they still have Toys R Us, which is pretty cool. I didn't want to do YouTube until I saw people like you making videos. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. I remember your first video. I think you were showing my custom, and you were sharing my channel. So I've been with you from day one. You've grown. Your channel has grown a lot, but you're a genuine guy, so you're very well liked in the community. Beast Wars Megatron. Was that at Walmart? Yeah. But there's a lot of great channels out there. You guys check out El Chombo NYC, High School Creations. I'm just trying Black Magic Craft. There's so many folks out there that offer you really fantastic quality videos that you would really like and enjoy. Abandoned Miniatures. Go check his channel out. Abandoned Miniatures. You want some realism for abandoned places, and then he's like a master of photography, and he really captures a scene really. I saw his video, his channel when it was just starting. You knew he had something. He had something good going on. So go check out Abandoned Miniatures. You won't be disappointed. El Chombo, he's one of my favorite. He's a funny guy. Although I just found. Yeah, Thomas. Yep. His work is phenomenal. Yep. The detail, how people can just capture detail. They just have that knack of capturing it, and I don't know if it's learned or if it's a gift or but you got to have a real eye for detail to work. Some sweet painting tips from Artist Opus. Is he on YouTube, Star Marvel? Artist Opus? If so, I'll check that out for sure. Ton of toy stores. Unfortunately, I live on the exact opposite side of. Oh, I only have one toy store around. Well, you got Walmart, Target, things like that, but only one like collectible store, comic store. You got to think about the internet. The internet saved a lot of hobbies for a lot of people. Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you. Definitely. Always interested in learning new painting tips and things like that. Definitely. Okay, Megs. I haven't seen that figure. Was that Walmart? I don't have. Is that a Transformers figure? I don't have any Transformers. My daughter loved Transformers. She used to buy them all the time. But wow, we're already going on an hour and 20 minutes. Wow, time flies. But this is enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. I had nothing better else to do on a Saturday night. My wife went out to eat with her mom, and yeah, so yeah, Bill, yeah, El Chombo's pretty awesome. All those mini paintings have done wonders for my. Yeah, the miniature painters. I like. I don't know if you've checked out Miniac. Is it Miniac? He's awesome. He does a lot of like different. Transform into it. That'd be cool. Yep, Miniac is a really. He does some good stuff. Chombo, yes, Chombo's awesome. I like El Chombo. He does. His pieces are very unique. He's got a very unique style, and he makes some really Yeah, Squidmire, I watch him. Yep. Yeah, they just have such a quality to their videos, and it's just a quality that I can't capture. You know, I'm just shoot from the hip. I don't do any editing, anything like that. I don't, you know, my resistance to get into. Oh, really? Into new hobbies. But I think the internet saved a lot of hobbies. You know, I used to go to a card, you know, like sports card shop every. I had like 3 or 4 around. I don't think you can find a sports card shop anywhere. You know, things like eBay and different things like that saved, you know, I think a lot, you know, kept a lot of hobbies, you know, going. Even comic book collecting. There's not a ton of comic book stores around. You know, eBay really provided a huge platform for people to continue selling. Yeah, I watch both of those, Black Magic Craft and Wylock. Yep, I watch both of those. The rabbit hole is at you. The rabbit holes, man. You got to watch out for those. Sam Miniature Painter. Okay, I'll have to check. I'm gonna go back and check those, and I'm always open to new channels, and I do miss physical shops as well. I really do. I miss, you know, just taking time out of your day and just going and, you know, spending maybe an afternoon somewhere. But yeah, for sure. But I've learned a lot from just the miniature terrain type of people. They do some really awesome work. Even I watch Gooba Town Hobbies, so he does some good work. Tabletop Witchcraft. Check his channel out. He makes like patterns and designs before he even starts to build, and I think he offers those designs and patterns on his channel. His work is awesome. So for me, with my diorama making, I'm gonna have a new approach. I'm gonna build. It was going to be in 4 things. I'm going to build, detail, paint, then weather. Rabbit hole for a bit. I missed the budget. Yeah, Budget Jedi was awesome. Hello, Mr. C. I saw your piece on This Week in Dioramas. That huge, great stonework. Take care, Chris. Thank you for coming on. That piece was awesome, Mr. C. Creator called Ken. I haven't seen that one yet. Nope. And I love This Week in Dios. They show some awesome dioramas, and Mr. C, yours was up there. How tall was that? How tall was that piece? That was impressive. That was a monster. I get intimidated by making pieces that large. I usually make just single. He did for me too, Benjamin. Yeah, that 3.5 feet. Holy smokes! Wow, that thing's huge. How long did it take you? That piece was awesome. You do great stonework. I love how you do different colors here and there, and you're not very heavy-handed, so you keep a good balance of everything. After seeing oil, oh yeah, that clock tower was like, yeah, that clock tower. He could be doing what he does professionally for sure. Oil's Workshop. He's another YouTube creator you guys should check out, and check out his Instagram. He makes some really nice pieces. 100, wow. Dear Lord, over 5 weeks. I don't have that kind of patience, Mr. C. I don't. Yep. That would take me probably a year to make something that size. Only because I work so slow. But great job. All your stonework is awesome. You make some really good. You know, you guys should go check out Mr. C's Instagram. And he's on this week's This Week in Dioramas. Check it out. Check out his newest piece. 3.5 feet. I don't think I could make one that large. I do have a hot wire cutter, Thomas. I have the Proxxon. I like it a lot. Yeah, and then I built my own. Guide. I know you can buy them professionally, but I built mine out of Sintra board, and it's perfect for a couple bucks. So yeah, so that I do have a hot wire. Yep. And my Cricut Maker has really been a big help for me. It isn't. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you won't be disappointed in getting one. The Proxxon is a really good quality hot wire cutter with very little learning curve. I mean, I'm trying to still learn how to do angles and things like that, but I pretty much just use it for straight cuts. But yeah, go check out Tech Chucker too. Check out his channel, This Week in Dioramas, for some inspiration. You guys will really be inspired. But approaching an hour and a half, so this is going a lot longer than I anticipated. I've had, some pretty awesome creators coming on. I'm getting one, Mr. Yeah, that dial was fire. Yep, that thing. Stay tuned for Oils Workshops, Tiny. Yes, yep, that sci-fi. Yep, thank you for sharing that, Star Marvel. If you guys should follow Oils Workshop, because he's got a huge experiment going on. He's getting all creators all together, and they're all making different pieces for a 1/18 scale sci-fi terrain, and then they ship it out to 4 different photographers, toy photography. So it's a huge community get-together, and yeah, go check that out. I would have loved to make a piece for that, because I love sci-fi, I love 1/18 scale, but I'm not on Instagram or anything, so, but even so, go check it out. And if you guys, want to create, I'm sure that he would take things for it. Yes, Kenpool, that is, I'm assuming you're talking about the Tiny Art experiment. Thank you, Mr. C. That took me 5 weeks and 500 hours. Just kidding. Basically. Yeah, but I gotta send him a package on Monday. Oh, okay. Awesome. Yeah, everybody in the crew, you guys are very generous people. Very generous. You're always looking out for each other. You always, hey, I saw this here, and sending random things, and it's a great community. I've only had a few trolls on YouTube that most of the time, 99% of the time, people are kind and encouraging and polite, and I don't have the energy for trolls. I don't have the energy for drama. Maybe that just happens when you get older, and I just don't have that energy to argue, fight. I just want to create, and enjoy doing it. But you don't like my work, move on. No. First time I got involved in 1/18 scale. Yeah, I mean, 1/18 scale, I think 1/18 scale is, I don't know how to explain it. I'm into it because it was today in Dioramas. Yes, for Mr. C's work. 1/18 scale for me, I'm older, so I remember the Star Wars figures coming out, the originals, and that's what really I enjoyed. That's where my heart's at, is the 1/18 scale, but like I was saying, they're so expensive, so I kind of moved towards the 1/12 scale because you get more bang for your buck. But yeah, that's just where I'm at right now in my collecting, but I still love 1/18 scale. Definitely. Yep. And the terrain and dioramas are easier, to make. And if you're just starting out in diorama making, start out small. Maybe start out 1/18 scale. You don't waste as much, material if you have a failed build. For me, that was helpful. I did a lot of smaller builds when I first got into diorama making, and then I tried to get some kind of a skill set until I went to a little bit of a larger scale. So if for you guys that have watched my channel for a while, you saw my dioramas were just small single display builds, but that was so I could learn and practice, you know. But yeah, anybody else? Do we want to call it a night? Hour and a half. This has been awesome. Had a lot of awesome guests come on and just talk and just share. But yeah, so I guess we'll end it here. You guys comment and let me know what you want for some upcoming live sessions and things like that. Yeah, Mr. C, I appreciate it. Hopefully I can give some heads up next time. And we will do it again, Andrew. Thank you. Hasbro got jealous of your Hercules weapon. Oh, on the newest Hercules? Yeah, that... I'm glad you mentioned that, Ken Poole. That was... thank you, Benjamin. You have a good night, good weekend. Yeah, Ken Poole, that was... that Hercules weapon was fun. That was a little kit bash, and that was a lot of fun to make. I just wanted to make him kind of an original weapon. It came out pretty good. It could have been better, like anything else, but it kind of captured what I wanted it to. I don't do a lot of, like, you know, I don't even know when I'm, kit bashing, I guess. I don't do a lot of that. And that was fun. Yeah, I kind of like making my own accessories and things like that. Hey, Star Marvel, enjoy your dinner. Thank you for coming along. You guys go check out Star Marvel 76 on Instagram. You'll love him. Yep. Yeah, it kind of similar too. See you later. Yep. I thought, yeah, it does. It's kind of similar. I'm glad they came out with it. That's really his original. You know, that's what I attribute Hercules with, that style of weapon. But that new Hercules does look pretty cool. I'll probably get that. Yep. I'll always if something catches my eye and there's something that I really like, I'll buy it. And for you guys that watch my video, I apologize for being rambling. But again, sometimes I forget what I talk about, and yeah. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. We'll do this again. Everybody enjoy their night and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Ken Poole, thank you guys for coming on. And Mr. Boyne, great live stream. Hope I'll put a post up saying the Briscoe 1 2 3 4. I'll let you know. I'll try to let you know ahead of time so you can make time and catch it. Take care, Ken Poole. Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work, man. Yep. I appreciate all you guys. Hey, Bill, you too. It's good talking to you, man. Enjoy your night and your weekend. But thank you guys for following along. And this is just a test. Good night, Mr. C. Keep up the great work. You know, keep it up. I love your pieces. Yep. All right, guys. Take care. Thank you very much. And I'll see you either on a preloaded video or we'll do another live, okay? Good night, guys. Enjoy your weekend.